Foggy morning. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's a little foggy, though. Good morning, everybody. It is 8:01 on a Tuesday morning. Anything special about... Oh, it's Halloween. And any parents know it all has led up to this. Here we are. Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. We are chatting about your forecast. This is Coffee Talk. I'm West 2 meteorologist Eric Burris. We do this like 7 days a week. Chat about the weather at 8 o'clock or so in the morning. It is a little foggy in my neighborhood, as you can see behind me. It's okay, though. Not too bad. It's not foggy everywhere, though. Look at this shot. The Kennedy Space Center. How beautiful is that? Man, the skies are blue. The temperatures are comfortable. This is good stuff, right? Right. All right, so the winds have gone calm. That much we know. Dense fog advisories now in effect for several of our Central Florida areas until 10 a.m. So we've got Flagler County, we've got Marion County, and our communities up to the north. But you don't have to just be in those spots, obviously, to have fog. I'm in Seminole County, for example, and there's definitely some fog behind me. It's not like overwhelmingly bad. It's not dense, but it's definitely there. So here's some of the visibilities around Central Florida. 10 miles in Orlando, but notice Lake County. Wouldn't be surprised if we popped that dense fog advisory there. Quarter-mile visibility there. West Volusia County, Sumter County, kind of all of our areas around the north and western side of the Orlando metro. So that's where we are. But as Tammy says, the foggy makes for a good spooky morning. It is. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, we've got a little bit of fog to deal with, but there's thankfully like no big concerns in terms of other elements. Our first warning, live Doppler radar, for example, showing some showers off the shoreline, but that's not bothering us at all. Let's just zoom in a little bit and see what's doing. You can see that rainfall out over the Gulf Stream. Not really doing much. May try to sneak in, and if it does, we'll let you know. Here's temperatures around Central Florida. It's lovely. I mean, it's lovely out. I turned the fans off on the patio, so there's that. 68 degrees in Orlando, 66 in Wildwood, 69 degrees in the Villages, and 70 in Melbourne. So where do we go from here? Let's do this one because it's spooky. I like the background that Kellyanne put on. Temperatures looking fantastic this morning, but through the day it's spooky. Okay, I gotcha. Not so spooky. It's beautiful. 81 degrees by lunchtime. So average high temperature this time of year is 82. We'll be getting in that area around lunch or just after lunch. And then into the afternoon, 87 degrees will do it. It's going to be another warm day. I think today is going to be just as warm as yesterday. We were about 86, 87 yesterday afternoon. Maybe with an echo. I don't know that I can even do an echo. Maybe. I don't know that I have any abilities to do that. Microphone mode? No, I don't. Maybe? I don't. All right, maybe one of these days. Advanced audio property. Oh, filters. Can I add one? Noise suppression? An equalizer? No. Invert polarity on my audio. All right, so... doesn't look like any of those. One of those is probably just fancy for echo. I'm not going to hit it and mess this whole thing up. At any rate, it's beautiful. It's just going to be a toasty, warm day. So what about your neighborhood, right? Let's go neighborhood by neighborhood around Central Florida. 84 today in Ocala, 85 in Claremont, 84 degrees in St. Cloud, and back over to the beaches, 80, 81, 82, 83. Just kind of depends on exactly which beachside community you're in. So it's a great forecast, right? What about tonight? Because as a parent, that's the big question that I have. What can I expect for the trick-or-treating? There may be some fog developing like late tonight, but I don't think that that's going to get in the way of the trick-or-treaters. So trick-or-treat forecast, if you're going to be out early like I plan to be with my little ones, mid-80s. All right, sun sets at 8:41, so I'll probably get out about 6:15, 6:30 if I'm honest. So lower 80s, right? And then at 8 o'clock, for those of you that are still out and about playing and doing your thing, 80. So it's going to be comfortable, but it's going to be warm. The breeze will be with us, okay? So there's that. And then, like, you know, I mean, it's not bad. When you factor in a little bit of a breeze, it's not bad. Chris says I'm handing out full-size candy bars. I haven't bought my candy yet. The wife is like, you gonna do that? I'm like, I guess I'm going to today at some point. Just haven't done it yet. So, we'll get there. I just haven't done it yet. Where's the best place to get cheap candy? Anybody? Somebody's got to have a sale already. She said she was at Target yesterday, and they already have Christmas-like candies and stuff out. And I'm just like, somebody's got to have a bag of fun-sized stuff, you know? Kimberly says Sam's Club. Yeah, maybe I run over to Costco. I know if I wait until tomorrow, it'll be half price. I got to give the candy tonight, though. Yeah, I'll have to run. Maybe I'll run to Costco on my way to work today. We, of course, by the way, we have Tracking the Tropics. So I'm going to do Tracking the Tropics at 10 a.m. And then maybe on my way to work, I'll run by Costco. Nancy says it's sad I haven't got any trick-or-treaters in 10 years. My neighborhood has a lot of families around, so... Ooh. Eastland says Walmart 50 off all Halloween. Then maybe I have to do that. My neighborhood has a lot of young ones around, so it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely plenty. I dare Peter Pan to take pictures in front of the green screen. So Beverly, fun thing. There is a Wesh 2 costume contest today. I just don't think I'm going to participate in it. Let me read this to you. This is the internal Wesh. All right. Hi, team. This is your reminder that the Newsroom Halloween costume contest is tomorrow. The 3 categories are scariest, funniest, and most creative. There's 2 editions. The morning judges Kimmy, Bilal, and Jason. The 3 p.m. Kimmy, Holly, and Sean. Now, I do feel like I could probably win for scariest because my legs and tuchus and tights is going to be scary. And funniest, because my legs and tuchus and tights are going to be funny. It's not going to be most creative, but that's okay. Oh, man. Not participating, you chicken? You would win funniest. Go for it. Make your boys proud. Okay, but here's the thing. It's an 11 a.m. costume contest, and then I'm going to change into my suit for the noon show. Also, I just feel like I've not tried the tights on, so I don't know how appropriate or inappropriate I'm going to be. Seriously. Can't be brave if you wanted to do it. Oh, Karen. Ooh. No sexiest category. Rrr. Nancy says, "Stop with the excuses. Go for it." Oh man, there's a firm opinion that I am doing wrong here, huh? Cindy says, "No, you keep it on for the noon show. I'm sure that the style consultant would agree." It would be too tight on you. Should I do this, guys? Should I do this? Is that... Let me try it on at the house. Jen, we want to see the tights. Oh, I'll get you some sort of a funny picture, for sure. Deb, yes. Jeannie, yes. Beverly, do it. Oh wow. Am I going into peer pressure here? Peer pressured for Halloween. Jennifer, right? Like, that's what's happening right now. We're men in tights. Oh, wow. Tiffany says, it's Halloween, you have to. Don, yes. Karen, yup. James, do it. As the Emperor in Star Wars said, do it. Embrace life by the tights. Okay. How do I say... Do it. You won't. Oh, Frank's even throwing out the... Wow. Wow, Frank. It's not peer pressure. It's just your turn. Wow, y'all are not even, like, there's no divide. Y'all are not even close to being divided. It's just all go. Don't do it on air. No, John, I'm not going to do it on air. I have kids to feed. There's no try. Do it. Wow, everybody's going in. All in. Okay. Even got called chicken by your brother. My brother Frank has done worse to me on my wedding day. That's just what he does. Nancy will donate $50 for your favorite charity. Now what's your excuse? I don't think I have one now. If you're throwing money at a charity, then how do I say no to that? How do I? Christy double dog dare. You only pass this way once. Go. Okay. I don't think I can stay in my costume on the air. We have credibility we have to work on. But your kids are still young enough not to be mortified. Well, that's why I was like, I'm going to be Peter Pan. And then as I was looking, I was like, I don't think I've been this skinny since I was in like second grade. So I might as well do the tights. You know. Nancy, wear it on air, and it's 75. I don't think the boss will let me wear it on air, so we'll do 50. And I appreciate that thought. Put your big boy tights on and do it. Oh, Carol, that's funny. Yeah. Frank, we win Coffee Talk peeps. Oh, my God. Bring pictures tomorrow. We live in a digital world, Cheryl. I'll just share them on the page. Oh, dear God. What are you guys talking? Think of your retirement video. I'm embarrassed already. Next year you should go as the Bay of Campeche. That's funny. Oh, hold on. That's funny. Michael, good morning from the Carnival Mardi Gras in the Eastern Caribbean. Oh, Michael, I want to go to there. I think our daycare director's on that ship right now. So jealous. You have lost total control of Coffee Talk and your kids' decision-making. Nancy, you are correct. You are correct. What has happened today? Y'all are talking me into making bad. I was fine with peer pressure in high school and middle school and college. I get into my late 30s and I'm listening to a bunch of fuddy-duddies online. Well, I started giving into peer pressure in my late 30s, and it was all downhill from there. What did you do? I wore tights to work. What did you do for work? I was a professional meteorologist. Was professional. Asterisk. Oh, man. Ask your kids what they think. Oh, my son today, when I got dressed, putting my suit, you know, I haven't worn my jacket, of course, but my dress shirt and my pants, and my son was like, Dad, he's dressed up like Captain Hook today, and he's like, you look like Working Man for Halloween, and I'm like, yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Nancy, who you calling a fuddy-duddy? Oh, that's funny. I wore tights to it. Right, Laura? Right? If you win scariest and most creative, be the cone of confidence heading to Florida. You know, if I had somebody that could help me make a costume, that would be amazing. That would be so funny. Like, have a cone and Florida. That would be awesome. Man. Green Peter Pan will not work on the TV green screen. I know. And on the whole, like, we're trying to be... What's the word I'm looking for? Confident? Like, you can't take a confident forecast from a dude in tights. That I can promise you. Just say you're going to do Robin Hood and doing Men in Tights. I know. I've always said television is like the lowest level of show business. Professional. There, that's the word. That's the word. That can be done. Amazing things can be done from costume-wise from EVA foam. Yeah, I just don't know how to. I just don't know how to do the... If I could get like Florida and a cone and then like West 2 first morning weather on my forehead, that would be a hilarious costume. Cindy, try me. I'm pretty sure I could take you seriously. Challenge accept. I'm just kidding. Do an orange screen. No, we've got like the big monitor wall. So even if we don't use we can use things other than the green screen. We've got a big monitor wall if we needed to. So anyway, all right. So that's where we're at today. Any questions about today at all? Anything? Listen, all like joking aside and all that was obviously that was fun, but. We do have some changes weather-wise coming. Want to make sure you know, come tomorrow, a little cold front sneaking on in, okay? Today, we're going to hit 87 degrees. Tomorrow, we're going to hit 72 for a high. So, I all of this aside, Sounds like you work for Fuddy Duddies. No, it's a professional news organization. Listen, that thing has stood for a truly professional brand since before I was born and since before most of y'all were born. So I don't want to be the one to mess it up. So let's take a look at kind of the temperatures today, tonight, tomorrow, and so on, because we are going to go on a little bit of a journey here, okay? All right, so for today, 87. We already showed those high temperatures. We got that. All right, let's look at tomorrow morning, okay? Tomorrow morning we'll wake up, and it's going to be a little bit different. Not much, but a little bit different. 50s to the north, 60s for the rest of us. And instead of the upper 60s in the metro, it's the lower 60s. Like, I'm going to be out here and I may have to throw on the fleece. You could be Peter Pan looking for the weather in his bottom half. Ay vey. Yeah, where's my shadow? Oh, it's foggy outside. Oh, man. You could get contact lenses in the shape of red hurricane symbols. Could you imagine how terrifying it is if you've got the red hurricane symbols in mind? That would be terrifying. All right, so that's tomorrow morning. A little cooler. Certainly noticeable, right? Look at tomorrow afternoon. Okay? We don't climb all that much. Upper 60s is it up in Ocala. Mid 60s in Flagler County. Yeah. You like that, Cindy? 72 in Orlando, 73 St. Cloud, 75 in Melbourne. So you're going to notice it. You're going to notice a little bit of a change tomorrow afternoon. Then Thursday, y'all, this is where we really hit rock bottom, so to speak. Is this going to be the coolest air we've seen yet this season? If we look at these numbers, probably not. But it's going to be within a degree or two. Okay? Last time we hit was about mid-October. So about 15 or so days. But by Thursday morning, it's going to be chilly. 46 in Ocala, 50 degrees in the Villages, 54 degrees in Orlando, about 59 in Daytona Beach, and 62 in Titusville. And then by Thursday afternoon, mid-70s, and then we kind of keep going little bit by little bit by little bit from there. So there's definitely some beautiful weather ahead. Definitely some beautiful, cooler temperatures ahead. So how do we play this out? Well, let's take a look. Central Florida's certified most accurate 7-day forecast. And if you get it from a guy in Peter Pan tights, trust me, you're not going to feel like it's accurate. It's the imagery. All right, so for today, beautiful. Tomorrow, beautiful, just a little cooler. Then we start to bring things back up into the weekend. Sunday, a couple of showers around, but really, that's a great forecast. Also, you see that icon there, Saturday into Sunday. Ooh, Carol, thank you for the reminder. Did not know that. We'll have to add that to my bag of tricks. But this weekend, just a reminder, we are falling back. Just a reminder. As of Sunday morning, the sunrise at 6:40 a.m., the sunset 5:37. Woof. It's all happening so fast. Accurate, maybe. Memorable, definitely. Yeah. Forgot that Thursday. Staying in bed, Patty. How funny. Yeah, it's going to get a little chilly. It's going to get a little chilly. Oh, are they doing the Today Show Halloween as we speak? You have to tell me what the theme is. I could turn the TV on here on the patio, but frankly, I'm just going to sit here and talk to y'all instead. Yeah, Belinda says no fallback. I'm just trying to do what I can to make sure you're aware of the fallback. That way you don't get super aggravated. Matt says, I appreciate the clock graphic is set to 2 a.m. There's a reason. Listen. I have a spring version of this same background, but instead of fall leaves at 2 a.m., I'll show you. I have the spring version. I'll show you the spring version background. It's got spring flowers. And it's, see how it's set from 3 a.m. to 2, like you see that 2 to 3, like the 2 is faded and it goes to 3, you see that? Yeah. When we design graphics, there's a purposefulness to it. May see some new graphics at some point in the not so distant future too, just saying. See what I did there, Matt? Yeah. Okay, singers so far, got it. Well, Kelly Clarkson's there because she's now at 30 Rock doing her show, so it just makes sense. Jay, my seasonal affective disorder has entered the chat. At least we have more sunshine than other parts of the country. That's the thing. Al Roker's Lionel Richie. Oh my God, I love Al. I love Al. All right, so that's where we're at. Any questions about local stuff? Any questions about local stuff before we go on to Tropics? Brian, good morning to you. I remember arguing with the bouncer at 2 a.m. one year that it was only 1 a.m. and needless to say, I lost the argument. Can you add some Coffee Talk Easter eggs to the graphics for us to find? I don't even know. We'll figure it out. Nobody in tights yet. Oh, man. Brian, Self-Made Morris. Yeah, we'll definitely have to watch 97. Yeah. All right. Oh, what do the models show? All right, so let's look at the models, and then we can get to the tropics. Well, we'll get to the models of our local temperatures at least. All right, so here's the GFS for temperatures. Next couple days, there's that drop. Then we get warm again around the 6th, 7th, and then another drop around the 8th, 9th. Yeah, but there's your raw GFS numbers. Always fun. Julie's asking why so foggy. It kind of just happens this time of year. The winds get really calm. Temperature and the dew point get close together. Yeah. All right. Tropics. You ready? You ready? All right. So we've got the main show is Invest 97. All right. Let me find the graphic here. Perfect. Okay. All right. Hi. How are you? All right. Let's talk. Invest 97. It's just south of Puerto Rico. And one thing, too, Jeremy Nelson, WJCL Chief Meteorologist, is going to be joining me at 10 a.m. We're going to do our track in the tropics. So we're going to get super in-depth there. But there it is right now. It's lost a lot of its convection from overnight. We're starting to see some of the westerlies in the buoys and ship reports. So it's definitely trying to put together some organization. It's just not quite there yet. Hurricane Center now giving it a high likelihood of formation, though, okay? Next 2 days' time, only a 30% chance. Over the next 7 days' time, though, a high 70% chance. This is probably something that is going to develop, okay? What are the models saying? Let's take a look, all right? Over the next couple of days, doing their thing, working over to Central America. But what's interesting is what happens kind of after that Central America turn, because most of the models, and we'll look at the globals here in a second, they want to make a right-hand turn and kind of take it toward-ish Florida? Ish being the key word. But the question is, how strong could it be in that time frame, right? So there's a storm system east of us. Not a threat. May close off whatever it is. It's not going to develop. But watch the Caribbean right there, right? That's Saturday, 5 a.m. Something, that blue dot, that's 97. Working over Central America, how long does it stay over Central America? If it stays there a while, done. If it doesn't, if it kind of dances around the land a little bit, then it may have an opportunity to get a little stronger. There it is over the Yucatan Peninsula, avoiding the Bay of Campeche. All right. And then, according to the GFS, not doing anything. Super cool. Love that. That's the current run of the GFS. Let's go back one run of the GFS. Stronger. Just kind of doing nothing, which is fine. And then toward the end, that's interesting. What is that, a 985 low? Oh, garbage truck's here. Go back 2 runs of the GFS. Go back. Kind of see it just hanging out around the Caribbean, and then eventually, what I'm eyeballing here though is that eventually the GFS is trying to bubble up some sort of area of low pressure around the Caribbean, right? I mean, geez, what is that, a 940 low? You kidding me? Don't love that. All right, let's switch over. Let's look at the European. All right, there's 96 pulling away. There's 97 kind of working over toward the Yucatan. Nothing really. Yeah, so models aren't really doing much with it, at least locally. We'll see how that plays out, right? We don't want anything to play out, but there's the models, and again, high likelihood of developing. Just a friendly reminder that hurricane season very much here. And one thing, and we're definitely going to talk more about this, but let me just set the stage. So Tony and I were looking at the hurricane season as a whole, and you know, I'll show you the scorecard because it's been a very active season, right? We've had 27 invests, 13 named storms, 4 hurricanes, 3 majors, and we were like, here we are in the end of October. And so what we did was we looked at the seasons, okay? And particularly end of October, early November, like 2 weeks around today. And we just isolated the numbers. And what we found, which was kind of interesting, is in the period of time from 1980 to 2016, on average, you had about a half a named storm a year. But from 2017 to 2022, you had an average of 2 named storms a year. We've had a named storm in this 2-week span over the last 6 years, consistently. Suffice it to say that it's an interesting trend where, you know, we're starting to see these late season storms doing their thing, right? So I just thought that it was kind of interesting. Definitely an interesting trend, if nothing else. Now, we remember, like, Nicole hit Florida during the month of November, so we're absolutely still in hurricane season, but it's just kind of one of those it's just, it's an interesting thing. And at the moment, that's all I'm taking from it, is it's just an interesting trend, right? Anyway, back here at home. Cold front moving through, not going to do much to bring rain, but it is going to bring those chillier temperatures tomorrow. Any questions about anything? And we're going to do a much deeper dive on the tropics at 10 a.m. But any questions about local or the tropics or any of that? Anything? Yes, Terry. Tropics talk, yes. Matt, we're a couple of weeks away from a recycle of the severe weather that caused those tornadoes. Is the BSR sniffing it out yet? It's definitely showing some storm systems. And I know Jeremy's going to talk about the CFS, the Canadian forecast system, or is it the Canadian forecast, the longer range one? I know he's going to talk about that, and we're definitely going to be talking more about that at 10 o'clock. Yes. Yeah. Yep. I have a question. What time should we expect the first Peter Pan picture? I don't know. Around 11-ish, I guess. So, Disney races this weekend. Should we expect rain Sunday for the half? In terms of timing out the rain, it's a little early. We know that there's going to be rain in the vicinity of the day, but it's a little early to time that out. But we're going to work on, I'll get the race forecasts done today. Yeah. Yep, and I forgot, I didn't even realize that's the thing. Yeah. Cindy says 11-ish. Check. It's on my calendar. My God, you guys. What have you done? What have you done? All right. Anything else? Any other questions, comments, concerns before I go do apparently pack my costume? You should stay in costume while chatting with Jeremy. We're trying to go for a credible source here. That's all. I can't go out of my way to beat it up. Oh, man. All right. Be good. Have a great day. I will see you live at 10 a.m. for Tracking the Tropics. Debbie, yes, bye, can't. How the heck am I going to do all this crap today? Oh, you get vault. All right. Be good, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.